Welcome to Lindeman Land Management. This page is here to share our experiences and to help you have a better experience yourself while hunting whitetails and all the time and effort it requires during the off-season to be prepared for opening day. We will cover everything from planting food plots and timber management to our own hunts and the gear we use. This is to give you year-round assistance to reach the whitetail of your dreams.
It's October 30th. It's getting to be about the best time of the year in my opinion, just that pre-rut when bucks are really starting to move into their rut range and searching for does and really covering a lot of ground. There's been some pictures the last few days of just some absolute giants. My number one just 2 days ago was moving around 10 minutes after shooting light. I mean, he's here. He's been in the daylight. This is his rut range. He's back. It's about 25 degrees in the morning, and it's just perfect. I'm down at a draw that runs through the whole farm, creek bottom, just an absolute funnel for the whole neighborhood. So we should see some action, I would imagine. Gonna do some rattling that should be effective today. But just sit tight and see. There's been some does moving. A couple little bucks like spikes and forks, but they finally moved off now. So I'm gonna try a little rattling here. See if we just can't get anything coming in to check us out.
Shortly after I got done rattling, I turned around in the tree, and behind me I noticed there were two deer. There was a little fork and then another buck that I couldn't quite tell what it was. So at this point, I am looking through my binos trying to figure out what this is, and I realized that it's a good buck. I think it's a buck that I know initially, that we call the wide 10, but I'm not sure yet. When he steps up here, I can tell that it's not the wide 10. He doesn't have that big a frame, but I can tell it's a deer that I don't know and looks like a really nice buck, possibly a 6x6. So I'm getting a closer look at him, trying to decide what he is. At this point, I can tell he's a for sure shooter. The only problem is he's directly behind my tree, and I can't get turned with my bow to get a shot off without him seeing me. Luckily for me at this point, he gets distracted by a doe back behind him, so I'm able to grab my bow and get myself turned around in the stand where I'm kind of twisted around the tree, that I'm able to get drawn and aim at him without him seeing me.
not sure what buck that is. I don't know that I've ever seen him, but man, he just showed up right behind me after I rattled. I don't know what buck that was, but he read the script perfect, came right up the draw. Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen him before. He looked really nice. He stopped right behind this tree, kind of almost right downwind of me. And he just stood there like 20 yards, and me being a lefty, right here was my shot if I was right-handed. But he got distracted by a doe across over on the other side of the creek and turned his head, and that gave me enough time to grab my bow and swing around the other side of the tree. I was kind of wrapped and bending around, but he was inside 20 yards, and I think I just smoked him. I'll have to look at the video, but it looks like he kind of moseyed around and went down, I don't know, maybe 40 yards from me. But I don't know, I'm gonna have to look at the footage, and I didn't see him go down, but he looked like he was gonna go down. Well, I'm 99% sure that that deer went down right back behind me, right where I last had him on film, where I lost him. But I'm not sure, and there's still some does moving around back over there, so I'm gonna wait. I don't know, probably 30 minutes before I get down and go look. But I looked at the footage on the screen, just on the camera. It's hard to see on the camera, it's so small, and I kept it zoomed out so I didn't miss the deer if he moved. But from what I could tell, it looked like perfect shot. I mean, he's quartering away a little bit, but it looked like it tucked just right back behind the shoulder. So I think he's down right over here, but we're gonna give him 30 minutes. I'm gonna get down, check the blood, and see if we can't find the arrow. Oh, I'm right where the buck was standing. You can see my tree stand right there. It's about 22 yards. It's perfect. Just put the top pin on him. Looking where he was standing, and already like the spot he was standing, seeing what looks like good blood all around here. Let's see. I think we got him pretty good. I don't think he's gonna make it too far. Alright, so the arrow looks like perfect blood all the way down it. Perfect pass through, broadhead stayed completely intact. Yep. Double lung. He didn't make it far. Well, you'll see in the video where he tried to run up the hill and thought about it and turned around, and shortly after there I lost the blood. That's where we're at now. I'm sitting here looking down the trail, and about 15 yards in front of me we have a deer. Alright, there he is as he lies. Definitely a nice buck. I did not know this deer at all. He's really cool. Some cool character. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that side, trying to grow some little extras. That side's got a inside kicker, which is really cool. Yeah, definitely never seen this buck before that I know of, but super happy with him. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and tag him, get him all legal so he's ours, and then head over and get the side by side down here from the other farm and get him out of here. Well, here he is. We got him all out and taken care of, and got him over here to get some pictures, and really happy with him. Really pretty deer. Surprise buck. Had no idea he was there. I don't think I've ever had a trail camera picture of him, a sighting of him, or seen him in velvet or anything. Just a true surprise buck, which is
always fun. It's hard to imagine that there's deer that we don't know about running trail cameras like we do now, but they always show up, which is awesome. But super grateful for this deer.